Hey guys! Welcome back! This is History of Soul Eaters Season 1, Episode number 6 of my show, but this is about Episode number 5. Now, before I start talking about it, I just want to mention to you guys, I'm actually starting uploading my videos here at my apartment and stuff, so I'll be recording my videos here, and then I'll be uploading them after I finish them. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. Oh, and I guess I should state this for the record. I got a couple of new movies on Netflix. I got Aristocats, Homeward Bound 1 and 2, Lost in San Francisco on Netflix. So I'm thinking I might do a review of those movies as a side project and stuff. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. Anyway, getting into it. My previous video was episode number 5 of my show, but about episode 4, which was technically the first episode of the main story of the Soul Eater series. This one kind of follows up from it. I just want to mention what the title is called. Episode 5 in the first season in the English dub is known as Shape of the Soul, Enter the Ultimate Meister Stein. Now, sorry, I'm a little nervous, guys. I have been doing YouTube videos for a while, but I haven't actually started doing them at my apartment, so I just want to mention, I'm sorry if I sound a little nervous while I talk. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. And I will be getting back to my History of Digimon series as well after the Vampire Knight series. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. So from now on, I'm going to be uploading videos from my apartment, so I might upload on weekends. I might record on weekends and then try to upload the same day if I get the chance. So I just thought I'd get that out of the way. Now, getting into the actual episode, this episode kind of carries over from where the last one left off. You see, at the end of my previous video that I talked about, I stated that Maka's father had another partner before her mother and stuff, and this video is going to follow up from that. Basically, when the episode ended, it showed Maka and when the previous episode of the show that I talked about ended, it showed Maka and Soul and Blackstar and Tsubaki ending up at the doctor's laboratory, and now this is carrying over from that. Basically what happens is Lord Depths is telling Death the Kid about Dr. Stein, who is undoubtedly the most powerful Meister to graduate from the academy and stuff. And basically, in the actual storyline of the episode after the introductory part of it and the theme song, sorry about that, guys. I've been having a little bit of stomach problems. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. Oh, anyway, getting back into it, Soul is saying that so this is where they find Stein. He wants it to hurry up and get it finished, because he's ready for the extra lessons to be over and stuff. And then basically what happens is they have a little inquiry after Dr. Stein comes out of his laboratory with the chair a couple of times, and then the second time it happens, they're all thinking, is this guy for real? Oh my god, I just thought I'd get that out of the way. That's kind of funny, they're all thinking it at the same time. Oh my god, I'm sorry about this, guys. I'm sorry, that part is just funny. And then Stein is wondering if there's anything the kid needed him for, and then Soul's saying yes, if he really is Dr. Stein and stuff. And then but just getting back into it with Death the Kid for a second, he's told his father that he said that those were remedial lessons they were doing. Weren't they asking a bit too, doesn't he think his father's asking a bit too much? And he said he knows what his father knows what'll happen. They'll die and stuff. Oh my god, it's because basically Stein is one of the strongest Meisters to graduate from the DWMA. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. Anyway, continuing back into what I was saying, Maka is then stating that, first Soul is saying that, if he's really Dr. Stein, and then Maka is saying that he's the one who did this, he's the one who turned Sid into a zombie, and then he's inquiring about that because and then he's surprised by that, and then he finds out that they're all students from the academy, and then Maka is wondering why he did it, like revenge or a grudge, and basically Stein says it's neither of those things. He didn't do it for revenge or a grudge at all. He has basically one simple motive: experimentation and observation. That's all anything a true scientist wants. And he is a scientist, and basically for scientists, everything in the world is an experimental test subject that includes himself. And then Maka's got this weird look on her face, and she goes to talk to Soul, and then basically what happens is she's asking that she feels a little weird, and then Soul's inquiring about that. And basically Stein is basically looking at their soul. Now, I guess I can explain that. Some of the Meisters, I guess I can explain that right now. Some of the Meisters at the Academy, only two of them that I've seen so far in the series, Dr. Stein and Maka, have the ability to see a person's soul. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. And he says that, now this is kind of the ironic thing about the episode, because the episode is called Shape of the Soul, Enter the Ultimate Meister Stein. Now the reason why I say that it's ironic, I just thought I'd get this, because Stein is able to see the shape of the person's soul, and apparently only the greatest of Meisters can do that and stuff. And Soul's inquiring about that, saying that Maka is able to, when Stein's looking at Maka and Soul's souls, he's saying that their souls are different from each other. He sees one that is careless and arrogant, and one that is earnest and strong-willed. They appear to be in resonance, but they aren't. Oh my god. And then, as I said, Soul's inquiring about the fact that Stein can see souls. And basically what happens is after that, he says that Stein must be a Meister, and then Maka is saying that he was able to see the shape of the soul as well. Only the greatest of Meisters can do that and stuff. And then then Soul's saying, so what? Because he believes Maka can do that as well, and then she says she can, but then Stein is saying that her soul seems a little bit confused by that statement, and he says it's kind of cute, and then Maka puts her hands across her chest like this, and he's like, shut up, stop looking at my soul, you creep. Oh, that is kind of creepy that you can see into the soul. It's kind of a invasion of a person's privacy. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. And then Black Star shows up saying that, no one wants to hear him talk anymore. And then Maka and Tsubaki are kind of wondering how he got up there in the first place. Now, honestly, when I watched this episode on Netflix, I still don't understand how he got all the way up there. I really don't. I don't understand how he got all the way up there in the first place. That still stumps me, because I've watched this series a couple of times. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. But this is the first time I've been watching it for a YouTube history series. I just thought I'd get that out of the way as well. And then he says, then Blackstar says, who cares if he can see souls? Not like it's gonna matter or anything. As far as he's concerned, the only soul that's worth looking at is his. And then when he jumps down, Stein starts laughing and says that Blackstar's soul is indeed an interesting one. And he says that, and when he's looking at Blackstar's soul, he's like, he's saying that Blackstar's soul is a little bit self-centered, a lot self-centered and a little bit wild. It must be hard for him to find a partner who matches the soul wavelengths of him as well. And then Blackstar says it's enough talking, and then basically they do a little fight scene where Stein's in his chair and he hits Blackstar, and then basically what happens after that is Tsubaki's getting concerned for Blackstar, and then Stein realizes that Tsubaki must be Blackstar's partner. Her soul is caring and always accepting a compromising nature and stuff. It makes sense that she would be the one to fit with his soul wavelength. And then basically, Soul's wondering who he is. Like, he's kind of asking a rhetorical question about that, in my personal opinion. I'm uploading this to YouTube, guys. This is my first time doing this recording straight off my iPad. So, now that I got into that, I just wanted to ask you guys a favor. This is my first video that I'm doing off my iPad and uploading straight to YouTube. So, I'd like to ask a huge favor of you guys. When this video is posted, would you just probably leave a comment in the comment box telling me what you thought about this, about my first video that I did on my iPad that's going to be uploaded to YouTube. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. That's just a personal thing I wanted to get out of the way and stuff. And basically Soul is saying, who does he think he is and stuff? Called him an old man, and then he's saying that now that he's collected all the necessary data from all of them, he said that they're ready to begin the experiment, and they start fighting. And then, when it gets into Maka's turn to fight, well, basically what happens before that is it goes to where Maka's father's spirit is at Chupacabra's, and he said that they just looks like they went oh my god. But before I continue, I gotta backtrack here just a second. While they were fighting, Blackstar starts doing some kicks, and then he gets knocked back, and then he gets punched. And then, now getting back into what I was saying about Spirit, he's saying that no matter what he does, Maka always gets angry with him and stuff. Now, personally, in my personal opinion, I kind of find Maka's character, I just want to give my personal opinion on this. I kind of find Maka's character a tiny bit ungrateful. Now, what I mean by that is, you see, her father and mother are split up, and she still has her father. Now, I'm referencing one of my other series that I'm going to be doing. I'm kind of referencing the Naruto series here. The reason why I'm saying that is because the main character of the Naruto series, which is another project I'm going to be doing, didn't know either his mother or father, so that's why I kind of find Maka's character to be a smidge bit ungrateful, because even though her father and mother are split up, she still has her father, whereas in the Naruto series, Naruto didn't know either of his parents. I'll explain more about that when I get to that. I just thought I'd get that personal. I just thought I'd get my opinion about that out of the way. I see Maka's character as a bit ungrateful because of the fact that even though her parents are split up, she still has her father and stuff. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. Anyway, continuing on, Blair and the others are talking with Spirit, and he said that he never thought about remarrying. This is the worst time he's had since he got assigned Stein as a partner and stuff. And then it goes into where goes back to where he was fighting Maka, and then he pushes off Maka's body and slams into Blackstar, and then Blackstar's like, ow, my face! Now I can understand why he'd get hurt like that, because it really did hurt. And then he's wondering, he's turning his screw in his head. Now that's creepy that he turns it a lot, that's just my honest opinion. Anyway, then he said that her mother was a Meister, and she's Spirit's little daughter, isn't she? And then Soul is wondering who Spirit is, and now basically Spirit was the name Maka's father had before he became a death scythe. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. I just thought I'd get that small part out of the way. Now that's kind of, I just thought, I'd get that part out of the way. Anyway, then she's wondering how Stein knows it and stuff, and then he's inquiring about how Spirit looked in his sleep, and then Spirit is saying that it was an absolute hell the time he spent as Stein's partner, and he said that the dark guy, he did experiments on his body. Oh my god, he basically used Spirit as a lab rat while he was sleeping. Oh my god. Sorry, I just gotta laugh at that, guys, because it's a bit funny. And he said that this went on for at least 5 years. And then one of the girls is saying that 5 years, and then Blair is saying that he must have been pretty stupid. And then he says that basically Spirit said that basically the only strange thing he'd recognize was the new scars that would appear on his body every day. If his ex-wife hadn't found out what Stein was doing, he would have still been doing experiments to him. And he can't stand to think about it even now and stuff. And then later on, it goes back to where Spirit is, and goes back to where Stein is, and he's saying Maka is indeed Spirit's darling daughter, and the daughter of the woman who ended his greatest experiment. Oh my god. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. I'm sorry. I just thought that's kind of funny that he would be using him as a lab rat while he's sleeping. It's funny in a sadistic kind of way. Oh my god. I gotta calm down, sorry. Anyway, continuing on, then it goes back into where they're fighting, and then Soul is asking Maka to chill out because her soul waves are becoming really chaotic, and then, she blocks, then she charges at Stein, and then he blocks it using his soul wave, and then Kid's impressed by that, like he's kind of stunned by it really, because sure, magic weapons have their attack properties, but primarily a Meister needs his weapon in order to channel his soul energy, but Stein doesn't. He can channel his soul without the use of a weapon. And then this is kind of a weird analogy, but I'll explain it. Basically, the relationship between a Meister and a weapon is the same as between a guitar and an amplifier. Now, what I mean by that, this is an analogy that was made in the show, so I'm just trying to explain it. On its own, an electric guitar is only able to emit just a small noise, but if you connect the guitar to an amplifier, you then enhance the sound waves, and the result is even more powerful than before. And then basically, Death is saying that Witch Hunter, the technique that Maka used in the battle against Sid, was a perfect example of that, even though she failed with it in the end. And there's a little flash to that when he was saying with the episode. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. Anyway, then he's saying that, but in Stein's case, he can make a huge noise without the use of an amplifier. And then Kid is impressed by that, and then he's saying he just can't imagine how much stronger Stein is when he actually uses a weapon and stuff. Now, about that, for the first half of this series, like from seasons 1 and 2, Spirit is Stein's weapon partner, but after the events of what happened in season 2, episode number, I believe it's episode number 12 of season 2, which I believe is called The Death Scythes Convene Stop Dad's Staff Reassignment. A different Death Scythe known as Marie gets to be Stein's weapon partner for the rest of the series. I just thought I'd get a little heads up about that out of the way for you guys. But I will explain more about those characters later when I get to Season 2. There will be other characters that will show up. I'll explain more about them later in Season 2 and stuff. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. Anyway, then he grabs Maka by the hair and he says she has lovely skin and let's see if they can turn that skin of hers into sandpaper. And then Blackstar is saying that basically he might need a new pair of glasses. Like, he called them a bastard, pardon my language, and then basically he says, you're about to need a new pair of glasses, you bastard. Pardon my language about that, guys, I'm sorry. The show I'm talking about is it has a bit of profound words in it, somewhat. I just thought I'd get that out of the way, my apologies. Anyway, and then Stein is saying easily, and then Blackstar is saying that he's not the only one who has the ability to use soul waves to attack without a weapon, and then Blackstar uses his big wave attack, and then Kid's impressed that he can use that, and then Death is saying that basically Blackstar may be a child, but for his age, but his soul power is incredibly large, and for his age, he's a master at using the direct soul attack against him and stuff. And then basically, but he's saying that also it won't help him in this fight, and then Blackstar's wondering why his soul attack didn't work, and then Stein is saying that didn't he remember how he checked their soul data when they first got here? Because apparently what the best human fighters, which are Meisters, can do in this series is they can adapt their soul so that it matches another person's, which makes they cancel each other out, which in my personal opinion, is very effective. And then Stein is saying that basically that was a fun experiment, but now it's his turn, so now he uses his hands to send an electrical charge to Blackstar, and then basically what happens is Blackstar falls on the ground, and the Kid is all shocked by that and stuff, and they all say Blackstar over the area, and the Kid is saying that this is too much for them, they need help, but his dad is telling him not to get involved because this is a test for them to complete on their own, and besides, he's the Grim Reaper, he's not a student there, so Kid is saying that as of this moment, he tells his dad to consider himself enrolled in the academy, and he's saying that he'd appreciate it if his father registered him for classes, and that kind of leads into what happens in the next episode. I just thought I'd get that out of the way. Anyway, continuing on, I'm getting near the end of the episode here, guys. Soul is looking at Blackstar on the ground, and he's telling Stein that he won't get away with this, and then he tells Maka that let's get ready to go, and then Maka's looking at Stein's soul, and she said that she can't do it, and then Soul is saying that, trying to get her to snap out of it, and then she tells him that he wouldn't be acting so tough if he could see the shape of his soul like she can and stuff. And then he tells her some more stuff, and then basically what happens is they get into a fight, and then they use the witch hunter technique, and then Stein blocks it, and then he goes in to try to hurt Maka, but then Soul goes to protect her, and then he puts his hand on his head and says that his extra lessons are completed, good job. And apparently all they needed to do was give up their body to protect a Meister. And they have a little bit of a clinky-dink with Sid and stuff like that. And then basically it goes back into the scene where they're in the school, and then Soul is wondering if they've hired a new teacher to replace Sid yet. And he's wondering if Maka's father will be the teacher, and then she's saying anyone but him, and then Stein slides in, and then Maka's saying that must be the first time she'd actually be glad to see her father and stuff. And then basically that's where this episode stops. So if you guys like this video, when I post it on YouTube, just leave a comment and let me know about this, and I'll see you guys next time. So watch it or I'll take your soul.